Chapter 12:16. Regional Wall Ambush. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. This dragon breath was extremely sharp. Before it even hit, Wu Yihai already felt like there were needles poking into his face. He was extremely shocked. He had no time to dodge. Clang! With a sharp metallic sound, a small, round, and golden shield appeared in front of Wu Yihai at the moment of life and death. The dragon breath made of sword light landed on the golden shield. In the blink of an eye, this shield broke as the remaining power shot towards Wu Yihai's face. But with this golden shield, Wu Yihai gained a precious amount of time to save his own life. He was a renowned rank 7 Gu immortal in Eastern Sea indeed, he called out, as he activated his transformation path killer move. Light shone, Wu Yihai vanished on the spot. A huge tortoise appeared in his place. The huge tortoise's 4 limbs, head, and tail were kept inside a shell. The dragon breath landed on the huge tortoise's shell, causing a deep mark to form. What amazing dragon breath! The horned divine tortoise that I transformed into is an ancient desolate beast. It has a tough shell. It is top 10 even among Eastern Sea's ancient desolate beasts. Wu Yihai was very shocked. It seems that the enemy is stronger than all the earlier ambushes. Now it will depend on Uncle Zhang and Brother Lung. Wu Yihai was a transformation path Gu immortal, but the horned divine tortoise he turned into was huge and had good speed when traveling underwater. On land, it was far slower. Its battle strength also fell by a lot. Wu Yihai was merely using the horned divine tortoise's strong defense. High defense and low offense. Even though Wu Yihai protected his life, he lost all initiative in this battle. He had other methods to turn into other life forms as well, but do not forget about the major weakness of transformation path Gu immortals. That was, they could not transform casually. When changing to different forms, time needed to be spent. Gu immortals had to remove the temporary Dao marks on them first before transforming again. Fang Yuan had the sovereign immortal body. That was a special case. Qizai had once mistaken that he had obtained reckless savage demon venerable's true inheritance, which allowed him to casually change forms. Thus, after Wu Yihai became a horned divine tortoise, even though he saved his life, for the short term he could not counterattack. But Wu Yihai did not panic. He knew that there were 2 rank 7 Gu immortal experts with him. One was Uncle Zhang, the other was Brother Lung. Wu Yihai did not know their full names, but he knew that these 2 were sent by his mother, bodyguards, to escort him to southern border. On the previous parts of this journey, these 2 Gu immortals displayed incredible strength. They were reliable and had helped Wu Yihai to get through many hurdles. Wu Yihai placed his hopes in Uncle Zhang and Brother Ling, but Uncle Zhang was spitting out blood. He had to, because his golden shield was broken by that sword-light dragon breath. This was Uncle Zhang's defensive killer move. After it was broken, Uncle Zhang suffered a backlash. He immediately spat out blood. Similar to Wu Yihai, Uncle Zhang was very shocked. Inside this miasma regional wall, all immortal killer moves are weakened by the miasma. This dragon breath penetrated the miasma and broke my defenses. It even left a mark on the horned divine tortoise shell. How strong is that dragon breath? Uncle Zhang was spitting blood. Brother Ling was flying forward. The 2 worked with coordination. This young Gu immortal knew that Uncle Zhang needed to rest after his defensive killer move was broken. He charged fiercely and imposingly. In the blink of an eye, he turned from a human into a lightning flash giant wolf. The lightning flash giant wolf was an ancient, desolate beast. It was covered in blue fur. The tips of the fur was all covered in mysterious blue crystals. They gave off weak sparks. Once the lightning flash giant wolf appeared, it brightened up the dark purple miasma in the area. It followed the path formed by the dragon breath and charging forward. Its 4 limbs moved, its muscles pushed with strength, giving this Gu immortal incredible speed. At the same time, countless strands of lightning resembling snakes appeared on this lightning flash giant wolf's body. The lightning snakes gathered into a stream that shot forward from the lightning flash giant wolf's head. This was the Gu immortal's immortal killer move. Seeing this, Uncle John relaxed his mind. In a few breaths of time, he suppressed his injuries as his body shone in a bright light. In the blink of an eye, he turned into a golden sword-teeth tiger. His size was twice as large as the lightning flash giant wolf. As it turned out, he was also a transformation path Gu immortal. This was Wu Dushu's purposeful arrangement. And he said, because the regional walls of the 5 regions were very special. Between different cultivation paths, there was no difference in terms of passing through them. But if they fought inside, transformation path Gu immortals had an advantage. Inside the regional wall, when Gu immortals used their immortal killer moves, their immortal apertures would shake and they would get injured before even harming the enemy. But if they turned into a fierce beast, fighting with just their physical body, this weakness would be avoided, and they would have a sustainable source of battle strength. Uncle John took a look behind. He knew of the horned divine tortoise's defense. He instructed Wu Yi-hai before following after the lightning flash, giant wolf, charging forward. Soon, Uncle John saw the lightning flash, giant wolf running back. Behind the lightning flash, giant wolf, there were streams of dragon breath made of sword light shooting towards him. Inside the thick dark purple miasma, dragon roars could be heard. What is going on? Uncle John was shocked. He knew that the brother Leng was very courageous in battle. He would not retreat without a reason. There has to be a reason why he was running. Don't fight, retreat. Brother Leng saw the golden tiger and spoke human words. Uncle John was even more shocked now. Why did Brother Leng want to avoid battle? He was about to ask when he finally saw the culprit that attacked them. A sword dragon penetrated the dark purple miasma, appearing before them. Many layers of silvery white dragon scales, pale white dragon eyes, a dragon horn that pierced towards the sky, and 4 sharp and dangerous dragon claws. Dragon teeth that were shining with sharp light, as well as the aura of many immortal ghosts in its body. Is this a wild ancient sword dragon? Uncle John opened his eyes wide, unable to believe it. But the truth was right in front of him. He had to accept it. At this moment, he understood why the Gu immortal, who usually felt no fear in any situation, would retreat so suddenly. Because he encountered a wild ancient sword dragon, this sword dragon did not come from the 5 regions. It lived in either White Heaven or Black Heaven. Why was Uncle Jang so sure? Because this ancient sword dragon could move freely in the regional wall, its movements were so fluid, as if it did not feel any resistance or pressure. For Gu immortals, they were differentiated by regions. When they enter regional walls, they would be greatly affected. Only life forms that lived in the ancient White Heaven or Black Heaven would be able to move freely in the 5 regional walls. Uncle John did not hesitate. He turned around and fled. Being unaffected by the regional wall, this advantage was huge. Gu immortals in the regional walls could display only about 50 to 60% of their strength. Even in the outside world, against an ancient sword dragon with multiple wild, immortal Gu, Uncle John did not have confidence. Not to mention right now, when they were inside a special environment like the regional wall. Why are we so unlucky? So coincidentally, we encountered a wild ancient sword dragon roaming in the regional wall. So, I am guessing that this ancient sword dragon is likely to have been lured here by certain Gu immortals to obstruct us. While escaping, Uncle John and Brother Leng conversed. Soon they met with the horned divine tortoise that Wu Yi-hai had turned into. Wu Yi-hai was informed of the situation as well. He quickly transmitted, "Try not to fight with this ancient sword dragon. It might have been lured here, with the purpose of draining our immortal essence and battle strength as we fight it. Then what do we do? Retreat. Leave the ancient sword dragon alone and try not to aggravate it, but we also have to display great strength. Wild beasts have little intelligence, but if it knows that the prey is powerful, it will give up." The 3 Gu immortals quickly decided on a plan. Less offense and more defense, they allowed the ancient sword dragon to trail behind them, using its sword-like dragon breath. The 3 Gu immortals retreated. They were on the back foot against the dragon breath, unable to raise their heads. What do we do? This ancient sword dragon seems to be locked onto us. Maybe I aggravated it earlier when I used a lightning path killer move. I have an immortal killer move that can reduce the anger of this fierce beast, but I need to change my killer move." The three immortals quickly discussed. They soon decided that Brother Leng and Uncle Zhang would defend while Wu Yihai would change his transformation to appease the ancient sword dragon. Wu Yihai carefully changed back to human form. He hid behind the two immortals, using his methods to get rid of the Dao marks on him before using another transformation. As a wild beast, the ancient sword dragon would have little intelligence. It constantly attacked the huge wolf and golden tiger instead. Uncle Zhang and Brother Leng thus endured the attacks of the ancient sword dragon, defending with much difficulty. They were both injured, but to chase this ancient sword dragon away, they did not use their offensive techniques to prevent the situation from worsening and falling into their enemy's trap. "It is almost ready. My immortal killer move is..." Wu Yihai's joyous tone turned into a shocked gasp. Because he saw that the golden tiger that Uncle Zhang had turned into had its head pierced by an immortal killer move, dying on the spot. "Sword Path Killer, move Dark Assassination." It was so sudden without any warning. Next, that ancient sword dragon burst out with unparalleled speed in an instant, flying forward like a silver bolt of lightning, leaving behind vague silhouettes in the immortal's eyes as it vanished on the spot. Brother Leng was shocked. "We fell for their trap. Oh no!" He turned around, only to see that Wu Yihai's head was shattered into pieces. His white brain matter was flowing out. His headless corpse was grabbed by the ancient sword dragon, stuffed into its immortal aperture.